Welcome to SciSage, where everything is simple. Today, we're going to build the ultimate night routine, using science to help you fall asleep faster and wake up feeling amazing. Let's dive right in. I think most of us look at sleep the wrong way. We have a crazy busy day, we jump into bed, and we just expect to flip a switch to off. But that's not how our bodies work. I love this metaphor from sleep expert Dr. Michael Bruce. He says sleep is like landing a plane. You can't just fall out of the sky. You need a long, smooth runway to come down for a perfect landing. So the big question is, how do we build that runway? Well, that's exactly what we're going to figure out. And here's the wild part. Building your runway for a good night's sleep doesn't start in the evening. Nope. It starts the second you wake up. So let me ask you something, especially all you coffee lovers out there. You wake up, you're feeling a little groggy. That first instinct is to grab a coffee, right? But is that really the best time to drink it? Believe it or not, the answer is no. To get the absolute biggest jolt of alertness from that caffeine, you need to wait a full 90 minutes after you wake up. So, why wait? Well, the science here is pretty cool. When you first wake up, your brain is already giving you a natural boost. It's flooded with powerful stuff like cortisol and adrenaline. Adding caffeine right then, as Dr. Bruce so brilliantly puts it, is like adding weak tea to cocaine. You barely feel it. But if you wait 90 minutes, those natural hormone levels dip. That's when the caffeine can really give you a bang for your buck. So your ideal morning, the one that really starts building that sleep runway, it looks a little something like this. Step 1, hydrate. Drink some water before you caffeinate. Step 2, get outside for about 15 minutes of sunlight. And step 3, then you can have your coffee. And that sunlight step, it is absolutely crucial. When that bright natural light hits these special cells in your eyes, it sends a massive signal to your brain, telling it to turn off the melatonin faucet. And you want that faucet shut off tight, because melatonin is the hormone that gets you sleepy. And you keep paving that runway all day long. Getting just 15 to 20 minutes of cardio actually improves how deep you sleep. Keep drinking water, of course. And here's a big one. You've got to have a hard caffeine cutoff at 2 p.m. Why? Well, caffeine has a half-life of 6 to 8 hours. Think about it. That means half of the caffeine from your 2 p.m. coffee could still be buzzing in your system at 10 p.m. Okay, so we've paved the runway throughout the day. Now it's time for the final approach, your evening wind down. A lot of people have a nightcap as part of their routine. A glass of wine, a beer to kind of take the edge off. It feels like it helps you fall asleep, but does it actually help you get quality sleep? Here's the deal. While alcohol definitely makes you feel sleepy, it's actually terrible for your sleep cycle later on. It messes with your deep sleep and can even raise your cortisol levels. That's that wake-up hormone we were talking about. So if you are going to drink, just follow these 3 golden rules. 2 drinks, max. A glass of water between each one, and stop drinking at least 3 hours before bed. All right, this next part is a real game changer. It's a dedicated 60-minute wind-down period. You can call it the power down hour, and it's all about creating a clear transition from your busy day to a calm night. And don't worry, it's super simple. You just break the hour into 3 20-minute chunks. First 20 minutes, get things done. Tidy up, answer that last email, pack your bag for tomorrow, get it out of your head. Next 20 minutes, hygiene. Brush your teeth, wash your face, all that stuff. And the final 20 minutes, that's for pure relaxation. Meditate, read a real book, listen to some calm music, something that lets your mind chill out. Okay, the plane is officially on its final approach. The landing gear is down. Now we got to make sure the landing strip itself is perfect. And that means dialing in your bedroom environment. So this one's huge. Temperature. To actually get to sleep and stay asleep, your body's core temperature needs to drop. So sleeping in a cooler room is always better. The sweet spot, backed by science, is right around 68 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit, or 20 to 22 Celsius. And hey, you can totally personalize this. If you tend to sleep hot, try sleeping with less clothing on, or sticking your feet out from under the covers. Your feet are amazing at releasing body heat. On the flip side, if you're always cold, put on a pair of socks and keep those feet tucked in. These little tweaks can make a massive difference. Now, this next one might actually surprise you. Dr. Bruce says watching a little TV in bed is actually okay. He sees it as a passive distraction. The content just kind of washes over you. But tablets and phones, that's a hard no. And why? Because they're interactive. You're scrolling, typing, engaging, and you're holding that bright blue light right up to your face. It's telling your brain to stay awake. Okay, we have done all the work. We've built the runway, we've navigated the final approach, and we've prepped the landing strip. But there is one single maneuver that, above everything else, will guarantee a perfect landing. Every single night. Seriously, if you only remember one thing from this entire explainer, let this be it. The most powerful, most effective habit for improving your sleep isn't about what time you go to bed. It's having a consistent wake-up time every single day. And yes, that includes weekends. Waking up at the same time is the anchor for your body's entire biological rhythm. And the reason this is so ridiculously powerful is that your body doesn't just have one master clock in your brain. You've got something like 300 different circadian clocks all over your body, running everything from digestion to hormones. A consistent wake-up time is like the conductor of an orchestra. It keeps every single one of those clocks perfectly in sync.
So there you have it. The runway is built. You now know how to land the plane. By taking control of your day, you gain control over your night. You're not just hoping for good sleep anymore, you're engineering it. So the only real question left is, once you've landed that plane perfectly and you're fully recharged, what amazing things are you going to do with your tomorrow?